Hello, my YouTube friends. Welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful to have you listening to me, and I hope that what I say today will make your life much easier. What we'll be talking about today is how to buy and use food storage for survival. This is an important part of what we're talking about because now that we have learned to live a different kind of way, that we have to learn how to save food because we don't know what might be going to happen, but we will always have some kind of hazard situation. And with that being so, we will have to learn how to survive after a bad storm or whatever may come be with the situation in the world like it is today. We don't know what's going to happen because the price of food is up and there's a shortage of certain things. And we have to start thinking about tomorrow because we see the signs all over the world. The price is not, to me, not fair. And like I said, it's a condition where it's such a shortage. And with the political arena being as bad as it is, we need to learn how to look out for ourselves and taking care of your food situation, water situation. It's important that we start right now, learn how to survive because you won't be able to buy the food that they have on the shelves now. And when you buy the food, you have to have something to store it in. So let's start with that today. I want you to know that there's certain things you have to buy. And I feel sad for the people in the city. Sometimes they don't know about survival. The ones in the country, and they say country, but it means the rural part of life, they can kind of fall back on food that they have saved. They learn the technique, but the city urban people, they don't know how to survive because they don't have all this stuff. They don't have where they can grow stuff, but they can now. They learn it because so many things that you can buy. But let's go and help everybody learn how to survive. And I think that the city folks sometimes might be a little bit worse off because they used to going to the store buying stuff, but now they're gonna have to learn how to have stuff on the shelves in the house. And there's certain techniques that you have to do that. And when you use the right kind of storage, you'll be okay because you can't just go buy stuff and put it on the store in the pantry. You have to learn how to keep it that it would last a whole year or so. And what I want to do for you today is give you some tips on how to buy things that you need before you go out and buy all that food, which you might get spoiled before you learn how to save it. So the first thing I want to tell you about, I'm gonna go down the whole line, and some of my videos will be also for something later. But you will need a timer, and what you need is timer for you're gonna be canning stuff, and I will teach you how to do that at the end, maybe at the next video. A timer is very important. And I would buy some scissors because you don't know what you're gonna be having to cut up, and buy marker. On your way out, get a marker and labels because as you put this food up away, you're gonna put what it is, and you need to put the date. But it don't really matter because you know it's gonna last. But you still want to put the date on there, and you need to buy tape. And tape, you can buy all kinds. It don't have to be the size because sometimes you do have to take things down because you don't know what may enter. But we want to make sure that you have everything closed tightly. And another thing is too, when you put this food away, you're gonna need a oxygen absorber. And what this do is take the dampness out of things, which you will be needing, and you'll figure out this as we go along. But you need to buy that too, and also buy a jar holder, and you buy that because you'll be canning things. These jars are going to be hot, and you'll be putting things in the oven. They'll be hot, so you need to get that. And sometimes you just can get it when you get your canner or your pressure cooker. You can buy it at that store if you buy that. And also, you can get what I would like to see everybody have is the Mylar jar. It's called MYLAR, Mylar bags. And you can put stuff in this bag and it stays forever. Not forever now, but for a long time. And they have different sizes. This is a quart. This is a different size. I'm not sure. I think that's a gallon. And this is a pint. And you can get them in different sizes. And you'd be surprised how long this can hold food. And it's the way you close it. They have you can do it with iron, and you can use them over and over again. It's made for survival for people that need food for a long time. And now that you need to also get some jars. This is a pint jar. You need pints and quart. I just don't have a quart, but the jar is a jar. So this is a pint, and a quart is just same thing, just double size. And you be canning and putting foods up. When you put food in this jar, you don't have to worry about it spoiling. If you do it right, like the cooker or whatever you're going to use, the pressure cooker or the canner, it will stay over a year. And this is what you need. And we have, these are places, this is so good for putting dry beans, peas, rice. And it's a certain way you have to do that, but you need this bucket before you buy all that rice. Because I was teaching you in one of my videos how to store the rice in there that will last for a year. Now, the cooker, this is a canner. Canner and a pressure cooker is different. See how big this thing is? But it's for canning things that I would call that for beginners. The reason I think that is because it's just easy to use, and you won't have a big blow up, but you have to cook it longer in that. Because the canner is the thing that anything, you can put anything in a canner, but it just takes longer for that. And the pressure cooker is great. If you got the nerve to use these cookers, then they're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You can do this in no time. See that pressure cooker there? But you got to go and make sure that you go by the direction, because you don't know how to use that. If you don't know how to use that pressure cooker, kaboom might be the thing happening to you, because it will blow up. I don't want to scare you about this, but you do have to go. I would start with the canners first and just go ahead and go on up to the, I've seen them blow up, and I don't want to scare you out of using them, but the pressure cooker is the thing for you to have when you learn how to use it, and make sure that you follow the direction on the jar, on the cooker. And I'm hoping that something I said today will make you want to say, I just want you to learn how to save yourself, because you need to store the food. And I was just already said that sometimes the city folks don't have the space, but everybody need to learn that you got to move things around, because sometimes the container that you use have to be big. And I have the large excuse me, I'm sorry about this one. Did you move it? Oh yeah. Now, while you're out there buying, make sure you get some of these containers with a lid that have a snap on it, and make sure that they have the snap on it. I'm trying to get it. So it will close. And they have all sizes. This is probably one of the largest ones. And you make sure that you get this too while you're there. And you'll all be happy that you did that. And I'm hoping that you will go ahead and start buying these things so you can save and be safe and secure with your families, because you will need some extra food in time, because it's not going to be the same as things are getting worse. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I'm hoping that somebody that will listen to me will benefit from my broadcast. And I'm so grateful. And thank you for listening. And make sure that you like me, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I can't think of another word. But anyway, just subscribe. I'm just kind of tired on you now. I don't know what's going on with me, but I thank the good Lord that He let me be able to do this and look over all my mistakes. I have good intentions, and I hope something I've said will help you. Thank you, and have